Hello, everyone. My name is Alexis Vaughn, and I am a learning technology and design student at Houston Christian University. And this is my presentation on managing risk and escalation in pharmaceutical sales compliance. Today, I'll be walking you through how risk management plays a key role in ethical sales practices and regulatory adherence in the pharmaceutical industry. By understanding and addressing potential compliance risks, companies can protect their integrity, build trust with healthcare providers, and ensure patient safety. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Introduction. Okay, so compliance is a critical component of farm sales, but it comes with risks, right? So, if sales representatives don't fully understand industry regulations or ethical expectations, it can lead to misinformation, legal issues, and loss of trust in the company. So this presentation is going to explore ways to manage those risks effectively, and escalate compliance concerns when necessary. By doing so, we can ensure that sales teams operate ethically and responsibly. Project overview. This project is focused on designing a compliance training program for pharmaceutical sales representatives, right? And so our goals are to ensure that they have a strong understanding of ethical practices and industry regulations. Key stakeholders include sales reps, managers, legal teams, and compliance officers, all working together to uphold proper standards. By making compliance training engaging and accessible, we can better prep sales teams to navigate challenges, especially in this industry. Overarching goals. And so to support ethical and compliant farm sales, this project focuses on 5 key goals, which you can see on this slide. First, we need to ensure that all sales reps fully understand the FDA guidelines and the HIPAA HIPAA regulations. Second, helping reps navigate ethical dilemmas in a real-world situation. Third, promoting transparency and accountability in sales interactions. Fourth, making training engaging with interactive training activities like quizzes and role play. Moving on to our final point, minimizing company risk by ensuring everyone follows industry standards. Overall, these goals serve as the foundation for creating strong compliance culture. To keep this project on track, I've outlined specific milestones leading up to its completion. So on the first day, I'll finalize research and content development to prep for the rest of this. For the second day, I will complete storyboarding and script writing for training videos. For day 5, a few days after we've begun this, there will be interactive elements like quizzes, role play activities, and on day 6, the final video production and all the details with that, since day 1 will be completed. And then on day 8, I'll review and refine all of the material, ensuring that they're effective and ready for delivery. Following these steps will make the compliance training successful. Identifying risks. Compliance violations can happen when sales reps misinterpret regulations, fail to engage in training, or ignore ethical concerns. So one major risk is misinformation. If reps don't fully understand compliance, they may accidentally give misleading product details to healthcare providers, which is critical in this field. Another challenge is low engagement in training, which can lead to gaps in knowledge. And lastly, failing to report compliance concerns could create larger legal problems for the entire company. Being aware of these risks allows us to proactively prevent them. How will we manage these risks? So some of my risk management strategies that I created. This training program takes a proactive approach as a reminder. So the training will simplify complex regulations and present them through engaging videos and interactive modules. Scenario-based learning will help these reps understand real-world compliance challenges they may face in their roles. Regular assessments reinforce proper practices, ensuring that the reps will retain important compliance knowledge. Lastly, open discussions encourage sales teams to ask questions and address concerns before they turn into problems. Implementing all of these strategies, the training supports long-term ethical decision making. Escalation process. So even with training, compliance issues can still arise, right? So when this happens, it is important to have a structured escalation process in place, which is what this slide discusses. And so, further detailed, if a rep consistently ignores compliance guidelines or misrepresents product details, the issue must be addressed immediately. Escalation follows a clear process. First, down below we see the escalation steps. So first, identifying and documenting concerns. Next, notifying the appropriate manager or compliance officer. If this issue is serious, higher management will review it and take the corrective action. In cases where legal involvement is necessary, the legal team will step in, right? Escalating concerns properly ensures accountability and protects the company from serious consequences. What is the role of stakeholders in risk management? Compliance isn't just the responsibility of sales reps, right? It requires collaboration across different teams. Sales reps must follow these ethical guidelines and report concerns like we've discussed. In addition, managers play a key role in reinforcing compliance with their teams. Regulatory and legal professionals ensure the company meets industry standards and address violations when necessary. Healthcare providers and patients indirectly benefit from ethical sales practices, making transparency and communication essential. Lastly, by working together, stakeholders create a strong compliance culture that prevents risk before they escalate. So, final review and implementation at the end of this project. So, once this training is completed, it will go through a final review and refinement process to ensure that it meets all of the compliance objectives. Assessments will be used to measure how well sales reps understand the material and where improvements may be needed. Next, ongoing updates will ensure the training remains current as industry regulations constantly are evolving. And then lastly, most importantly, continuous learning and engagement will be encouraged so compliance remains a priority in pharmaceutical sales. Cannot get comfortable in this industry, right? Alrighty, so to wrap this up, we have covered the importance of managing compliance risk and properly escalating concerns when necessary. Compliance training helps sales reps operate ethically, prevent legal issues, and maintain trust with healthcare providers. Proper risk management strategies ensure that companies can address challenges before they become a major problem. If compliance violations do occur, as we discussed, having a clear escalation process in place protects everybody involved. Thank you so much for your time, and I encourage you to take compliance seriously. It's not just about following rules, as we can see, but it's about maintaining integrity in the industry. I really enjoyed this project because it allowed me to understand the behind the scenes, one, of creating content like this, instructional design pieces for something such as compliance, regulations, but also I got to understand how far integrity and following rules go into this industry specifically, but really in any industry. It does require everybody to continuously learn, continuously take the content seriously, and to be updating themselves on the material so that they can be effective and honestly give their all in everything they do, with each company ultimately benefiting the company, but more personally benefiting the people that the company serves. So this was an awesome project that I got to participate in, and again, thank you so much for listening, and I hope that this was awesome to learn and review. So thank you so much.